Want you to know how much you mean to me, baby.
It's all for you.
And every thought that I have is for you. One step closer to greatness. Together. I just want you to be happy. So everything that I do is for you.
Do it all.
Listen, baby.
I can hear my heartbeat flow through you.
Can you hear it, baby?
Wonder, can you feel my flow through you too? Thumping rapid and see thumping hard. Looking over time to rid us of our scars. I still know
you and only you.
I feel so new.
You're the one my heart wants, baby.
I feel new.
That's you.
I feel so new.
Did it, baby?
Do it all.
I thank you.
Please place your hand upon my neck as I speak words of affirmation to you. Words of love, words of success. Make you feel brand new.
Can you feel me, baby?
Make you feel brand new.
Can you feel my love? Can you feel my love?
Break down those walls that you built up for so many years. Say the words that will wipe away your tears. Don't run. It's all for you.
Don't you see?
It's all for you.
It's all for you, baby. Everything
is all for you.
For you, baby.
Yes, it's all for you. Do it all. You've been waiting for karma to bless your good deeds. The world kind of me. I am your sea, your rib, your breath of fresh air. Take me in and just feel new.
I want you to feel it.
And just feel new.
I'm here for you, baby.
I want you to feel new.
It's me. I'm here for you.
Just feel new. Do it all. All the worries, all the stress, all the bullshit that you had to lay to rest.
Let's go.
Unwind. This is your time to live for you. Welcome to the new.
I need you to live for yourself, baby.
It's all for
I just hope I'm
you.
with you. Come on.
All the worries, all the stress. past. All the bullshit that you had to let erase. Unwind, this is your time to live for you. Welcome to the new.
Don't let the past creep up on you, baby.
Said it's all for you.
Look in the future.
Do it all.
I want you to stay looking forward.
It's all for you.
Cause you got somebody on your side.
All this shit's for you. Do it all.
I wanna keep your head on straight, baby.
Do it all for you.
Let's go meditate.
Do it all for you.
Let's forget about all this.
Do it all.
Let's go live in our own world.
Want you to feel new.
We can build it, just you and me.
It's all for you.
I'm looking for you, baby.
I want you to feel new.
Can you feel it?
I do this shit for you. Do it all.
When you look at me, I want you to feel love.
I just want you.
I'm just yours. Only yours.
Just feel new.
Can you feel it?
Do this shit for you.
Can you feel it, baby? Can you feel the love? Can you
Just
feel
for
it, baby?
you. Just do it all.
Do it all.
Do it all for you.
You who I do it for. Yeah, you who I do it for.
All for you. Do it all. All this shit for you.
For you. All this shit is for you.
Do it all for
For
you.
you.
Do it all. Do it all for
For
you.
you. For you. For
Yeah.
you.
Do it all for
For
you.
you.
For you.
For you. For
Yeah.
you.
Do it all for you.
For
For
you.
you.
For you.
Do it all for you.
For you. For you.
For you.
For you.
For you.
For you. For you.
Cocky in this bitch, nigga. Get the package, nothing less. Get a sack, double up and smoke the rest. Anybody have a trip, we was on next, and I ain't even try to flex. Bitches let me feel comfortable in the flesh. I said, question, do you let me? Not yes. She's still trying to be the best. Science shit, swear you sound just like my mama. Bitch, she gotta know I'm him, cause she still worried about my problems. We coming through pissed off, but I hide your heavy deli. Yeah, I had to fall back, but I get right back poppin'. Look, hated to love it, don't give a fuck, bitch, I'ma get it. Pop it and tuck it, tip my shoulder, yeah, I'm trippin'. It's never nothing with the exception, shut up, just listen. Got money on my mind, baby, better mind your business. If you try me, you get stepped on, I'll slap you in my left arm. Condolences early, I'm a player, you might get let on. So I'm such a blessed charm, and even on my best form, still die for the streets, wise when we did to get left on. You out of deep to get some money, ain't no common sense. Do anything for money, got me kicked about my mama crib. And for my brother, show no love to the opposites. Which want to go to hell like hell no, I just be cosmic. Just worry about these bitches, I'm not worried about a buck.
Welcome to Detroit. Man, I love this city. But I represent that east side, the 48205, the red zone, one of the most notorious zip codes in the United States of America. I'm Champ Town, and this is the Itiszzz, where celebrities and legends of the hood eat good, drink good, and talk shit.
Yo, yo, yo! What's really good in your hood or in your house or in your town or in your city? This is the Itiszzz. And you know, none other than the one and only standing to the left of me, my lovely wife, Keisha. With her black and white Bruce Lee Enter the Dragon gear. And you know, to the right, it's all about the Benjamins, baby. Hot mix Ben Quentin in this bitch. World Wide Web, what's happening? And none other than the one and only, you know her, Kayla Unique. I call her K-Kayla.
What's up, y'all? I just want to apologize for Keisha's entrance today. It was a little extra. Apologizing on her behalf. But what's good? What's good, everybody? How y'all doing?
So you apologizing on Keisha Lee?
Yeah, we just go roll with it today. We just roll with it.
Oh man. So what's up, Mixter? What's going on in your world, Mix? What's been cracking out here?
Not a lot. I checked out the Coming to America 2.
Oh, okay.
And it's been getting a lot of static, man. And I'm not understanding why everybody's giving it the blues. I enjoyed it. They took it back to, the original. Almost all of the original cast is there. So, I mean, they're acting like it was a cinematic masterpiece in the first place.
Right.
It's just seriously. It's a feel-good movie, right?
Yes.
And I felt good watching it.
I did too.
Talk to us, Keisha. What you think of coming in?
I feel like Ben.
Thank you. Hey, I thought it was dope, and I'm gonna say the reasons why I thought it was dope. Because Eddie Murphy really held down the OG role by going back, getting every living person of color to resume their roles in this film.
Exactly.
That's like people don't do that. People always falling out. A guy, I ain't painting him. Or I don't like her. She didn't break me off, or she didn't say something that day, or I don't want her back on the set.
Stop.
Or it's
Stop.
always some political thing going on.
Time out.
What?
What is the first thing? The first thing. Break off? Can you explain what's break off?
We're in the age of Weinstein, Keisha.
Why did you go there? Why?
The stories are around.
But I mean, he went there first, though.
It was great. Eddie Murphy did a great job. And not only that, for those who don't know, he actually employed 6,000 people, and most of those was all black. So I'm going to give up to Eddie Murphy, Arsenio, and the entire cast.
Don't forget about Wesley.
Coming to America. They say Wesley Snipes stole the show, man.
I mean,
I enjoyed. He was the best character to me.
Man,
Yeah.
he was having a ball.
General Izzy.
Yes.
I enjoyed General Izzy, man. He was dope.
I'm sorry. And don't forget about his daughter. Boom. What was her name? Boombutu? What was her name? It started with a B.
It was something with a B.
Yeah, but
She did great. And, she's been going through some things, on the internet talking about how she wanted to leave. I think it was the music industry and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
But she may have found her niche.
we're talking about Tiana Taylor.
Tiana Taylor. I'm
She-
sorry if you don't know.
She
If you
the
haven't
mom
seen it,
diggity.
She did great. She did
Yes.
great.
I liked it. I really did.
There's some rumblings talking about her doing the biopic for Dionne Warwick.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
which is great.
Yes.
Which will
Yes.
be hot.
And I also don't want to forget. I mean, we can go through the whole thing, but one of the funniest parts, Vanessa Bell. I mean, she was still barking, y'all. She was still barking. How many years later? And she looked good, but she was still barking. Okay. That was funny. That was hilarious. Great job.
We got good news and we got bad news for Kayla Unique.
Uh-oh.
Kayla Unique had the hottest hip-hop R&B album. Ooh, the hottest R&B album of 2021. She still do, though.
Oh, yeah, it's
She
over.
still got the
It's over. It's done. I hold number 2 to these cats right
Come
here.
on, come
Because they
on.
came and was like, excuse me?
Let me show you something,
Excuse
young.
me?
And we keep it real on 90s here, but
Yeah.
she still got the hottest female R&B album.
Yes.
She had the hottest R&B album for
I thought I was going to
January,
take 21.
February. She still got March because they ain't dropped the
They ain't
album
dropped it
yet.
yet.
Right.
But
They
That's,
ain't drop it yet.
that right there, that single.
He said,
Yeah.
I'ma leave
What
the
they call
door open.
Sonic Silk.
I'ma
Sonic
leave the
Silk?
door
Yeah.
Named by Bootsy Collins.
Right.
He named the band.
Yeah.
Was
Sonic Silk.
And what's funny about that? They don't know what it means. They don't know where it came from. They don't know nothing. But Bootsy said, I deem you Sonic Silk. And they say, yeah, yes.
I don't know how, the demographic on the show, a lot of folks are, but those that don't know Bootsy,
Come on, give it to him.
Bootsy is the funk. Bootsy is the one.
Yeah.
And do your homework if you don't know about Bootsy Collins.
Yeah, I mean, like,
You know.
he that deal, baby.
If he bless you with a name like that,
You gotta take
he had to be feeling something.
Fun fact: Mr. Champtown was watching an interview with Bruno and Anderson .Paak, and fun fact is Bootsy named Babyface. I don't know if people know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. But
I didn't know that.
he named Babyface, and it was like a joke on how it happened. Like,
yeah,
they said his real name, and he got a couple claps, and then like they did it as a joke the next time, and people went crazy, so it just stuck.
Hey,
That's when he was with the deal.
the deal.
Yep.
I was like, that's crazy. So yeah, they just gonna take that name and they gonna sit with it, and they gonna like it, they gonna love it, and they gonna run with it.
Hey, they can thank him later.
Yes,
Period.
definitely, for sure.
Because Bootzilla has spoken, baby.
He ain't spoken, baby.
All right, what you cooking up, Keisha?
Oh, okay, wait, let me tell you. So our guest, he wanted soul food.
Right. Is he now? Fresh my memory. Is he gonna be smelling it through the TV?
Oh, hell's no.
Or-
He gonna be sitting in right there.
Oh, he coming here?
He coming here today. He coming here
Uh-oh.
today, baby.
Uh-oh.
We got Dr. Khalid El-Hasim.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
How you say it.
Yeah. Did you practice that? Cause
no, I'm just smooth.
All right. So
Learn.
the
Learn.
doctor.
Learn,
The doctor's
baby.
in the house.
Doctor.
Okay.
Doctor.
All right. Ooh.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Now, I did. What's that? This is greens. It's a mixture of greens.
That's the Mixer favorite. Mixer love him some good ass greens.
We're going to put that in there. And he's not a pork eater. We're talking about Dr. Khalid. And everybody here, we're not into that pork stuff. Minus Kayla. So
Red
this,
Queen.
I like to indulge every
this
now
is
and then.
the bits that you see in there got a little bit of vegetable stock. This is Morningstar Farms bacon. So it's it's not real. It's faux bacon. Some onions and some garlic and some love. Got a little bit of seasonings in there. And then I have my macaroni and cheese. It's probably about 10 different cheeses in here.
Wow.
Right.
It looks good, though.
Yeah. It's that Barilla pasta. It's not hard. Somebody told me work smarter, not harder. So it's Barilla pasta and then all that other stuff. That's that love. I made a love roux with that. And then I have catfish. And then I have chicken.
I'm gonna eat a tiny
I
piece.
have catfish and I have chicken. But the thing with that is I switched it up because I normally do beer batter, but Dr. Khalid El-Hasim does not.
Wow, you really got that together. Okay. Okay, go ahead.
He does not drink. He's not.
Of course.
He does not do that.
Right.
He's not into that.
Right.
Let me take a sip.
No, that. Oh, okay. Come back.
Okay. So, but I got thirsty.
So you didn't beer batter.
I did not beer batter. That's what I normally do.
But you still battered it.
No.
No.
I soaked it. I treated the chicken and the catfish the same way.
We got chicken too.
I buttermilk.
I'm gonna eat.
Soaked the chicken and the catfish separately. Of course, it was separate. And then I'm gonna fry it, and I'm gonna fry it in flour, not cornmeal. Keisha don't do cornmeal. But you can do whatever you want. But
what you got against cornmeal? Why you saying like that?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't have nothing against it. I don't do that. I just treat it. I don't know, because I don't eat the stuff anyway.
You right.
I just cook it the way I feel it, and what I feel inside is love, baby.
Okay, Bootsy.
All right.
Hey, I'm hyped, man, to have some of this catfish. Because, for many years, catfish has been what I eat on my birthday. But this year, my birthday was bogarted for the Kayla Unique album release party.
What?
So I didn't have catfish this year.
His birthday
but
was
now
canceled for a good
I get to have catfish with the good doctor. Yeah, hey, this is going to be a great episode. It's going to be a treat to y'all viewers. Y'all going to really get in touch with y'all blacklist today in case you don't have no touchness with your black.
Hold on. Back up.
I make my own words up.
We know.
Clearly. Because
but that's new. That's new. What's this touchness? Is it? Okay. That was a little Prince, but
Hey, good time for black TV. A lot of black shows me and Mix been telling you about. But yo, I got this, my boy Benny, you know, I went to like middle school with him, and he's been invested into some big projects. And his uncle, you know, young Sterling from Detroit, he been out there in Hollywood hustling and bustling, you know, editing American Idol and doing all these big TV shows. But he went the smart route. He said, you know what? I'm going to do my own series. So we're going to take a little look at his series called The Bottoms, and we're going to get the first look at it because his hookup is out right now. So we're going to check it out.
Let me see.
Welcome to The Bottoms.
To the bottoms.
To the bottoms.
Only thing keep a man down is the man himself.
What about the company he keeps? Or his lifestyle?
Our lives out there different, Brick. I've been hearing you've been getting recent death threats lately.
You know, the last person who called me a whore didn't live long.
Good. Because a part of me just died when you told me this shit.
And your niece?
After I read that, he had to die.
What about you, bro? Who can you trust these days?
Even if you don't help me, I ain't bringing down the fucking bottom boys, okay?
You know I wouldn't bring nobody in here. I'll bring out this empire.
Look, we damn near in the middle of an all-out war. Every move from this point on is critical.
So most of the crime here stems from two criminal organizations. The Bottom Boys, led by Quentin Laws, aka Q, his muscle Thomas Battle, aka Tank, his half-brother Corey, and his childhood friend Byron Hill, aka Loke, who's currently serving time at Westchester.
In the brief, it stated that you grew up with a couple of the people that were investigating, right?
Yeah, I'm still unclear why I was asked to be here.
Well, we believe that she's been withholding some pertinent information regarding her case from us.
You don't seem surprised, Mr. Grant.
Sophia and I talked about it.
I'm an undercover DEA agent. And sometimes shit happens.
Look, Stein. I don't want anybody to know about this, but you and I.
What's not perfectly clear? I pay you, you commit the crimes, and destroy your neighborhood.
You know what they do to cop killers?
No, I've never been caught before.
Look, I want us even brought down too.
Okay then. Every day these people remain unaccountable. One of them will die, detective.
First sneak peek at The Bottoms. Okay. You know, black director from Detroit. Went out to LA, did his thing, worked on multiple television shows, and said, you know what? I'm about to do my own thing. What's up with The Bottoms, Mix? Let's keep it 100.
Well, you know, it's kind of hard to tell. They did enough in the trailer to kind of pique your attention.
Mm-hmm.
So I give everything a shot. You know, everybody starts out with an A.
I got something to say. I was tripping. I'm sorry. First, I want to applaud. I like when black people do positive things. But that lady in there, that white lady, she said, I pay you to do the dirt and the crimes to mess up your neighborhood. That sounds like a true story, like based on some true story stuff. Is that what he said?
That's what they said?
Yeah, that's what that lady said.
I heard that.
That's what she, okay.
You heard it.
I don't know. Yeah, it do sound like something cooking.
Yeah, we got something cooking in here. So you know what? We're going to get right to it tonight. We're going to bring our guests right on. And I'm going to play this little intro video so you can understand what my man is all about. So you watch this, get educated, and then magically the good doctor might appear right next to me, and we can get right into this today. So, yo, I'm looking so forward to this, man. This is going to be a hype-itis episode, baby.
So I came today because I feel like it's very fundamental to know about like our history and where we come from, and as a people, how far we have, originally started and came to now. So the chronological order of the exhibit is very nice to see where we started with a disadvantage, but we ended in positive liking. So I thought that was decent.
It makes me feel just really uneasy. I took a lot of time looking at some of the pictures, the graphic images, because those are the ones that kind of just like really struck a chord the most. And I feel like it's very easy to maybe be aware that these things happen, but to actually like really see it. And I guess try your best to put yourself in those shoes is a whole different experience. And as much as that makes a person feel uneasy, I really wanted to soak in those images because like people actually had to go through and live those themselves. And I have to feel a little bit empathetic for how that must have been.
A new exhibit showcasing Black history has made its way to Tulsa. New at 10, Fox 22's Naomi Kidd is live with reaction from people who experienced the mobile museum.
I mean, I've seen it in a lot of aspects of my life, but there's something really special about this museum that it brings out a light in people, and it sparks curiosity, and it unlocks this amazing sense of possibility and the sense of awakening in people to whoever encounters it.
Collecting, understanding the importance of energy, like a signed letter from, I think you had something with Martin Luther King's signature on it, right? I mean, seeing that is like, that's amazing, like the energy connected to something like that. If we don't preserve our history and we don't understand how relevant we are, is celebrated, then who else is going to do it? You know what I mean? But it's just great because what I love about your museum is that it's accessible, is that you don't have to go to it. It comes to you. And it's something that kids can get close to. Young people can get close to, and we need it. Grown-ups need it because we don't know much either about ourselves. But for young people to be able to walk up and say, and be able to see themselves, and here's this story, here's this letter, and see that they're a part of it.
In a textbook, you wouldn't really be able to see that. It will give you a story, but it wouldn't give everything that you would want to know. When you see it more visual, it's like you're getting a better understanding, but it's more in a deeper way. It's like actual evidence.
Like seeing it from documentaries is a whole different thing from seeing it in person.
This provides a new context for new understanding and new growth on a mutual level for the students and teacher to experience together.
I think the mobile museum provided me with the opportunity to see Black history not sugar-coated. And another thing that I found interesting is the way that Black youth respond, and white youth alike.
And this right here, two brothers in Indiana that were hanged, which was typical of the 20s, 30s, 10s, and before that, at a time when you had the kangaroo law in whatever township it might have been, or whatever they were accused of. You see the faces in here said, no, forget the police, forget the law and the judge. We're taking the law in our own hands and acting upon it. And I think one of the brothers actually was able to get away from this and tell his story, and known for the archive. We put this on the cover of Hazy Shade of Criminal, because the Hazy Shade of Criminal asks, who's the criminal? Which side? They were accused of a crime that they could not prove, but this is a crime in itself.
Ladies and gentlemen, Detroit's own, the good doctor. Come on, Keisha. Come on, Keisha. What's his name? What's his name, Keisha?
You say it.
No. What's his name, Keisha?
His name is Dr. Khalid El-Hasim.
Yeah.
last name though is El-Hasim with the K.
Oh, Hakeem.
Dang, you been messing
I
up.
didn't want to say anything because I was looking at the book.
Wait, hold on. We got to stop this because y'all got to do me better than that. If y'all love me, y'all got to correct me right away.
He did.
I'm talking about y'all.
I didn't know. Only how much was smart enough to look at the book.
I've been typing the name. I've been saying
It's
the
okay.
name.
It's all right.
Deal with
You
it.
got this on, man.
You had it.
I'm here.
And I talk about him when he say Cali.
brother.
Man, I'm so happy that you're here, man. I am so happy that you're here, man.
Man, when I got the invite, I said I gotta be in the studio with y'all.
Yes.
I saw a speech up in here, or online. I saw Tony Mercedes up here.
Yes.
I was like, I gotta be here in person. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
I'm here.
And I'm happy you here.
And that food, I heard about the food, so I'm like, I'm about to go.
This all for you. This,
Yeah.
I mean, y'all can have some,
in the house,
but
baby.
it's for the good doctor.
The good doctor is here today, man. Yo, man, let's start off, man, because you got a lot of deep roots in hip hop. And before we get into this museum, I want people to know that you are actually the vice president of Iron Fist Records, which is Proof record label. And before Proof passed away, Proof was woke. He was wide awoke. And he started this museum with Khalid. Talk about it, Paul.
Well, yeah, I was vice president of Iron Fist Records, but prior to that, I managed Five Elements, started in 97.
Shout out to Mud and Dime.
Yes, sir, those are my brothers. And so yeah, man, I met them in 97 while I was working with the Last Poets. I worked with the Last Poets. They were my first clients in the entertainment business.
Okay.
I actually met Proof while I was promoting the Last Poet show.
Okay.
Exchange flyers down in the Mediterranean, down in Greektown.
History.
Remember that?
It's history.
So one night we exchanged flyers. And just so happens the flyer that he gave me was $5 open during the show at the Magic Bag.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
And so I kept this flyer for years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one day I picked up the flyer and looked at it. It was 5 Elements. In small letters, it was Eminem. So it was a show that Eminem was opening up for 5 Elements.
Of course.
97, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So, but that's one of the important things about keeping archives. But
Yes.
anyway, fast forward, 97, was working with Proof. 99, he started doing this thing with Maurice Malone. He went to New York. Then M blew up. D12 did that thing. And so I fell out with Proof in terms of just being in connection with him for a few years. But every time I was seeing him in pass, he was like, man, I'm about to do this other project. We want to bring it back into the mix. I was teaching at the time at Nolan Middle School, which is not too far from here.
Yeah.
Teaching at Nolan. And he hit me up one day. I was like, yo, man, got this Iron Fist thing I'm working on.
Yes.
I want you to come in as VP and be my personal manager. And the rest is history, man. And been with them for all these years, man, and still in contact with a lot of brothers from Iron Fist. And yeah, we went around the country, went around the world, man.
Yeah.
So I literally got a passport for the first time because of Proof.
Wow.
Yeah. So we definitely want to give Proof his proper love and his proper respect.
Yes.
You know.
This year is the 15th year he hasn't been with us.
Man,
15 years, man. Yeah.
Damn.
15 years.
Damn, man. Yeah. Reason I say I want to make sure he get his proper respect, man, because for him to even think about this museum with you, because if I'm not mistaken, you actually y'all brought parts together and got pieces of.
Well, his big investment in the museum was, which is funny, was a KKK material.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which he had a kick out of knowing that he was invested in me picking up some KKK stuff. So being from Michigan, we all know when we think about the KKK, we think about Howell, Michigan, right? So there was a man up there by the name of Robert Miles, who was the Grand Dragon of the Ku Klux Klan.
Okay.
So he died, and his family put all of his wares up for sale at an auction.
Okay.
So me and my manager at the time, Jeff Devereaux, drove up to Howell, Michigan for this auction, and we ended up picking up some things. Proof gave me some money, and that was the deal with me and Proof. He invested in the museum And then I said, yeah, I'll do the Iron Fist thing. So it was just like a handshake
Yeah.
deal, and we just
Wow.
we just did our thing, man. And
That's dope.
yeah. So it was a beautiful relationship. You know what I'm saying? And in proof, man, he connected a lot of us. And one thing I want to say too is that in those last several months of his life, he was going back and reconnecting with folks that he had beefs with. I know he connected with you. I know he connected with Sham. I know he connected with ICP, Kid Rock, and some other folks too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But that was one of the beautiful things about him, because I was able to witness him taking that, being intentional, reconnecting with people that he had beefs with.
Yeah.
Now, as a matter of fact, when we were over in Helsinki, he hadn't seen Royce in a minute, and Royce just happened to be the opening act for Proof on that leg of the tour.
Okay.
So I ended up seeing, you know, those two get back together and build. So yeah.
So it's a good thing, man. It's a
Yeah,
great
really
thing,
good.
man. So man, let us know now, man. I mean, it like tears me up to know that this guy, the good doctor, got this great thing going on around the world, you know, because a year ago, you know, I was actually with you at a college.
Yeah.
You know, we played my movie there. We gave a Q&A there, and then Corona just hit the world. Bam!
Hit hard.
It's like that was the last event that I did. It was like weird, and you know, and I was honored to do it. It was a real good time, and it's very interesting to see the types of people that come to these colleges and come to these events. They get the knowledge from a person like myself or yourself or other people, man. And you know, so to know Proof was going in that direction, you know what I'm saying? To actually like, man, let's get some pieces and get this KKK shit in here, whatever. It's still educational pieces for what you're doing. It really touches to know that he was woke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a big deal to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So when we met last year at Western Michigan University, it was for the opening of the Michigan Hip Hop Archive.
Yeah.
So the Michigan Hip Hop Archive is a collection. I'm calling out everybody who's in hip hop, who might have artifacts, who might have flyers, who might have photographs, albums, cassettes, whatever. We have a resource at Western Michigan University at the Lewis Walker Institute, where we are collecting, documenting, and telling the story of Michigan's contribution to the culture, which is deep.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's some great people in that college too.
Yes,
Great people up there, man.
good
We owe, hey, the good people up there, we know we owe you some hoodies. They coming, baby. The hoodies is coming, baby.
Yes, sir. So, but since then, we have another exhibit that's actually part of the Black History 101 Mobile Museum that's at Saginaw Valley State University right now at the Marshall Fredericks Museum. So that's what I want to share with you all today.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Man. So yo, we might as well get right into this thing. I mean, this is gonna be hot, man. You know, you guys are about to be treated to a virtual tour of a hip hop museum. This is the mobile Black History 101 museum. You know, this guy goes around the world doing this on a regular basis for the love, man. You know, I mean, you gotta have love to be putting this type of thing together. It ain't no, you know, you gotta just have love to do it. Bottom line. So, yo, I'm ready whenever you're ready.
All right, let's go.
Oh, we get
So
here.
this is the hip hop
Look at
icons
this shit.
exhibit.
Look at this
This is
shit.
the first 360 hip hop virtual exhibit, and it's at the Marshall Fredericks Museum.
It's exclusive.
So this is broken up into pioneers, women, Detroit, hip hop movie posters, press photos, visual art, all types of things. But starting off with the pioneers right here. Y'all tell me where y'all were when y'all first heard Rappers Delight.
Oh man, I was at the skating rink.
Which one?
I was at the 8 Mile and Myers.
Oh, the Wheels. Yeah, that's where I'm from. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's when you first heard it, then, huh?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
That's hard.
Then we know that Sylvia Robinson, of course, was the founder. This is Women's History Month. So we gotta give her a prop. She's on the cover of Jet magazine right here.
Oh, that's dope.
And
That's
so,
dope.
you know, she was an R&B singer back
Oh,
in the
wow.
50s and 60s.
Okay.
Had a hot joint called Pillow Talk.
Oh yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
heard.
that's-
That I heard
that's
that.
Sylvia
I heard
Robinson.
that. Yeah.
So
So
she-
talk was major hit.
Right. So
Major
she
hit.
saw the talent in young folks in the Bronx, in New York City. So she invested her money. I know right now there's some folks that got some issues with her because of business practices. But I always say that she took the same business practices that she was exposed to and just
regurgitated them.
Yeah, because that's all she knew. But
it's a wicked web, man.
Yep.
You know,
Absolutely.
Jerry Heller taught Eazy-E. Eazy-E taught Dr. Dre. You know, I don't know who taught Sylvia Rome. It's probably one of those hitmen. And that famous book called Hitman. I'm sure one of those guys. I mean, it's a wicked web. You know, straight up. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, people don't even think they're doing anything wrong. They're just doing that. This is the business. This is the business. You know.
Right. But you know, at this point in time, though. Those folks who are signing Sugar Hill Records need to be taken care of. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
This is Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5.
Yeah, and by the way, in case you didn't know, and in case you want to have an argument with me, if you want to fight with me, The Message is the greatest rap record ever recorded. Hot Mix,
hands down. Fight me.
Y'all don't want to fight him though.
No,
for real. Just let it go. Just let it go, y'all. Just let it go.
We can go bar for bar on it. You won't find a more complete song that spoke to the people about what was going on at that moment.
Right?
You know.
I got one for you. Future Mask Off. He was ahead of his time. He was trying to tell y'all Corona was coming.
Oh my gosh. These kids today.
I'd rather still tell you,
Just
don't
kidding.
push me, cause I'm close to the edge.
Right. Yeah. So these flies right here, from the Bronx, late 70s, early 80s, and so you had to be in New York City in order to experience hip hop at this time.
Okay.
Because this is right before the Rappers Delight came out.
Okay.
So you look at some of these names here, you might be familiar with some of these names here.
Yeah, that's crazy. We used to do flyers. I wish I had the flyers we used to do. I had to find them. We used to do the Odyssey Hall here in Detroit with the Alcohol crew, Big Lou crew, the Ever Ready crew who I threw Duracell batteries at. You know, it was just, you know, those flyers, this is the only way you could promote, you know, paper flyers. And you got to have the nice little graffiti looking, you know, writing on it so you know it's some hip hop. So this is great to see. You know, of course, we got it from New York without question.
So this is the Detroit section.
Okay.
Kango's Proof's Kango.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, wow. Respect. Okay.
You know, this piece right here, that's Proof's Obituary.
Oh, man. I hate it.
That's my Tina's Obituary right there.
Oh, I hate that too.
You know,
Man,
that's Jay Dilla's Obituary.
Hey,
so this section right here is dedicated to their contribution to Detroit hip hop.
Hey, man, a lot of people don't know Bob 10 was a singer before he was in Sloan Village. He came backstage to me at the Ritz in 1992 when I was touring with Ice-T. And he was in a singing group called Protege. And them boys and that girl in that group, they could sing. They were serious singers, man. I took it to Ice. Ice wasn't interested in no R&B at the time. But if anyone was at 1515 Broadway, the beginning of that's the real hip hop shop there. And if you ever saw this guy do a Sammy Davis impersonation, this guy was the most talented guy in Detroit, man. That was my boy, man. I love Sloan Village and Big Tip, man. I love the guys.
Yeah, man. I miss that, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Boss, Smiley, of course.
Wow. Got to give a shout out to Boss. You know, she was having some medical problems, you know. I told my boy Grouchy Greg at All Hip Hop, he did a post for it. And due to that post, it really helped her get the money she was looking for. So she made the money.
Oh, good.
On the thing. And even Shady Records put $5,000 in. You know what I'm saying? But the bottom line is she was looking for 9. She got about 13, 14. So
that's awesome.
shout out
That's
to
awesome.
allhiphop.com for posting that love for me.
Yeah.
And hey, that was great.
And I hope, and if she see this, hi boss. We miss you, boss. We love you.
Yeah, Boss is a great human being.
Period.
She is.
Great
hands down.
Yep.
Hands
Great
down.
human.
Then we got the Jay Dilla doll here.
I need
figurine.
that. I need that.
So
I need that.
that was designed by Syntex, the graffiti artist here in Detroit.
Yeah, we definitely gonna have him on the itis soon. When I talk to him, we definitely gonna get him on here because I like what he's doing. I love his work. But that Jay Dilla doll is
incredible.
It's dope.
We can't talk about Detroit without talking about Awesome Dre.
Awesome Dre kicked the door down on a national level. No matter what you say, no matter what you think, I know Method Man, all these major artists knew. I mean, Andre 3000, I was on tour with Public Enemy, and he knew who Awesome Dre was off the top. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, Awesome Dre kicked the door down nationally for Detroit hip hop. Now, I'm not saying Prince Vince didn't do nothing with his record deal with Polygram. I'm not saying Detroit Most Wanted wasn't shaking the world up on Ichiban, and I'm not saying Esham wasn't doing it independently. I'm not saying that, but MTV, BET, he kicked the door down and let the world know it's some mofos in the D, and we got something to say. Now, I always felt it was a little bit funny because Motown was controlling black music so long. So it seemed like when hip-hop came to New York, they wasn't too fine about letting Detroit artists get in. We had to work like hell to get radio play, to get a video on BET, to get a video on BET. And Awesome Dre, he kicked that fucking door down. Respect to my brother, the awesome one, Awesome Dre.
Yes.
Hardcore committee.
I second that.
Then we have Jessica Care Moore's first book, The Words Do Not Fit My Mouth.
Hey, I see a lot of great things about her all around the city. She's doing a lot of positive speaking and stuff. I like to have her on the show too. I haven't met her yet.
She's international, bro.
Yeah, I like to have her on the show, man, because she does a lot of good things.
She won Apollo 5 times in a row.
Really?
Back in 1995. That's what put her on the map. She's on
Wow.
the Poetry Jam several times.
Wow.
Detroiter.
Yeah, Detroiter. Yeah, no doubt. So that's my homie right there.
That's
She's doing big things. But right now she does Black Women's Rock, which is a huge platform for Black women who do rock and roll.
Was she on your intro video?
She was.
Okay.
And she has something about her. She got an energy about her that's like
perform. You understand what exactly?
Okay. She just has a really great energy.
Yeah.
This is the women's section right here. Right in the center, we see Left Eye.
Left Eye, that was my homie. I had a pretty good relationship with Left Eye before she passed. Respect the Left Eye. She was actually going to get my relationship video and act in it. She said,
"Ooh, all right,
man, I hate, respect the Left Eye." She loved the concept of it.
You talking about one of my favorite songs?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that would have been so dope.
Yeah.
Can you explain? Because for the I'm saying the relationship. I'm saying so people would know what you're saying.
It's a song on a never been released album called Crazy Home Escapist, and I'm bringing it out next year. Would be the 30th anniversary of it. It never been released. It was recorded at Paisley Park. Prince loved it, and it's just a great album. And it's a song called Relationship, produced by Mannix. And I remember going backstage, actually in Kalamazoo. MC Hammer, Boys the Men and TLC. It's when I first met Left Eye. And I let her hear the song. And I'm like, yeah, I need you in the video, blah, blah, blah. She was all with it. I mean, we became real cool. You know what I'm saying? And, I met the other TLC girls who I'm still cool with, Chili and T-Boz. Shout out to TLC. But, Left Eye, I met her up in Kalamazoo, Michigan. And she was definitely with getting in that video. So, respect, man. She was actually going with Flint Boy, Andre Horizon.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I met him too.
So this section right here is a hip hop.
That's the ego meter. That's the ego meter. That's what the ego meter go off.
This is the hip hop movie posters here.
Okay.
So let's get some.
Okay, I see my man Ernest Dickerson
is all on that wall.
On that wall with Crush Groove, DP of Crush Groove. DP of Do the Right Thing, director and creator of Juice. Man, Ernest Dickerson all on that wall. House Party, good movie.
Yeah.
Great fun times, great times, man.
Where'd you see Crush Groove at?
When I saw Crush Groove I went to the Adams downtown.
Okay.
They had the jacket downtown.
What about you, man?
I'm trying to remember. That was what, 86, 85?
No, 85. 85.
I'm wondering, I want to say it was at a drive-in, but I'm not 100% sure.
I remember I was at the Americana.
Americana.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember where I was. I didn't get to do too much back in them years. I probably was sitting on.
Breaking. Shout out to Ozone that just passed away. That was the weirdest death. That guy was just like doing interviews like 2 days before he died.
Yeah, he was.
Did I miss?
Ozone.
Ozone.
Yeah. Ozone. Shabba-doo.
Okay. I never called him Ozone. I'm thinking about Turbo. I'm like,
no, it's Ozone.
Yeah, I just always
they had a character in him in the Soul Train series you got me watching.
Yeah.
He was getting hot on Don Cornelius' ass.
Yeah.
And Tony Basil.
Yes. Man, I never saw that coming. Actually, Shabba-doo went to film school with the great Terry Davis Jr., the guy who does all my video and movie work. Shout out to Terry Davis Jr. They went to fucking movie school together. So shout out to Ozone and Terry Davis. You don't want to put that intro to the Itiszzz together.
What up, though, Terry?
Yeah. They shot the pilot episode.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
All right, so this is a group section right here.
You didn't go to 8 Mile, huh? You ain't want to hear what I had said about 8 Mile.
Let's go back.
Oh my gosh.
Beat Street first. Classic, that was the yin to the yang to Breaking.
Right.
A lot of people didn't like Breaking, but I loved it because the OG Ice-T was up in that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The Reckless, one of the greatest Detroit techno records to me. Whether you want to say it's techno, it's a techno record. Reckless was so tough, man, with the radio play in Detroit. What you say? You don't do techno?
I would call it more electro funk.
Electro funk? Yeah. It was
used though.
Yeah. I don't think Ice even know how big it is. I'll be telling him when you come to Detroit.
If he dropped
walk
that
on stage
set,
and drop Reckless, he laughed at
Yeah, that was huge, bro.
they would lose their mind in Detroit with that.
Yeah. Yeah, so B Street was the yin to yang to that. Back to Cry. I mean, that whole Breaking segment. And actually, 8 Mile was a pretty good movie, I think Eminem did a real good job acting like me in the movie. I really think he did it great. I really do. That's honest. But I think he did a great acting job,
Tell us about that scene with them shooting them paint guns. I heard about that.
Well, the scene about the paint guns, what really happened, it was me, it was Proof, it was Eminem, it was Five Bella. Five Bella and them was in separate cars. Me, Eminem, and Proof was in the same vehicle. And we would go to 1515 Broadway every night, Monday night. And for sport, we would shoot hookers and crackheads with paint guns. It was actually Terry Davis' paint gun. My man that does the movies and directed stuff for me. He gave me a paint gun and I found a new love for it. Maybe because my friends was in the Best Friends and they were doing real shootings. So maybe I wanted to feel like they were doing it.
He is dry snitching.
And maybe I wanted to shoot red paintball.
This Takashi 88 over here.
If I shot a red paintball, maybe a red paintball to make a nigga feel like they were dying or something. I don't know. But anyway, we did this religiously every Monday. Cruise up and down. We were cleaning the street. We were actually helping the Detroit police out by clearing the streets with crackheads and hookers.
Is that how you looked at it? That's how you looked at it?
We didn't shoot
Boy, if you don't get your...
We didn't shoot anybody else but crackhead and hookers. And yes, Proof and Eminem, we ended up in jail. And we was charged. They didn't know what to charge us with. But we got hit with felonious assault. And the cops thought it was Eminem ideal. So the black cops beat the white boy up. And they stumped and they beat the shit out of Eminem. Because they thought it was his gun and it was his ideal. But it was all me. Yeah, that's the thing. Damn.
Moving on. What was that other section you said?
Going forward.
So one of my favorite pieces right here is this flyer from Run DMC.
Run DMC. The great Jam Master Jay, we miss him so much, man. DMC is the all-time great, and Reverend Run is the king of ego. No question. Yeah.
Next to
Champ Time.
Some say me and Rev is a tie.
The egos.
I think Kid Rock and Rev is a tie, and me and Awesome Dre might be under him, but then Mossy Ski might beat us all in the battle of the egos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all, I don't know, man.
I might be the king though.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Okay.
your display today is.
Man, you got a story about everything he showed.
Hey, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
what I'm here for.
We should just put you in the museum.
Jigga.
Jay.
What's his?
He was fresh off Hawaii Sophie right here.
Right?
Yep.
Fresh off Hawaii Sophie.
We gotta give a shout out to Ernie Panacoli right here.
Hey man,
He
Ernie.
took all these pictures and colors.
Hey, call Ernie, man. Let him know I want to actually come to New York and just have him shoot me.
Is that a grill?
No, wait.
I wouldn't feel that
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't feel official unless Ernie took some pictures of me. You have to call Ernie and tell him, check me pictures. Look at this guy. Look at this work. All this is Ernie.
Yeah.
He actually is the photographer. He captured everything in hip hop, man. He captured it all, man. Look at that.
Classic.
Yeah.
He captured everything. Everybody on a come up. This is wonderful.
Yeah.
Look at this. Who was that? Tribe down there?
That's Tribe.
I know Q-Tip. He lean a certain
Q-Tip.
way. You got to know Q-Tip. He lean a certain way.
Dr. Khalid Muhammad.
Okay.
Dougie Fresh right there.
Dougie. Who else we got on that wall? Oh, these is hot. These are promo pictures.
Yeah.
Wow.
Every record company. You got to have
promos
this.
don't exist anymore because of
That's crazy.
technology. So
Yeah.
he's a
Everybody does the press
Yeah.
package and post it online now. Yeah.
Man,
I mean, ask Kayla.
hey, I got mine from the Fat Boy still. But Fresh Fest 1. I still got it, man. Yep. In my mama's house in her photo.
Lil Wayne here.
Lil Wayne.
Wow.
That's
Looking
Lil
for
Wayne.
Master Flex.
Spider-Man.
King of it.
No.
You gotta give a shout out to DJ Butter,
DJ
Okay.
Butter.
who painted all these
Detroit love.
Detroit. Yep.
That's
Detroit
love.
icons.
That's pretty dope, man. That's dope. I love to have some of this on my wall. Look at that Nat Morris one. Classic right there.
Man.
And look at the bait. That one is classic right there. Awesome Dre. Hardcore committee. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, man.
That was a must. You put that on the wall. That was a good look, man, for the D. Biggie.
Biggie down.
They got him big as Big Pun on here, though.
That's what I thought it was.
It's artistic
Yeah, man,
expression.
so
people
this
know.
is just a little bit. We'll throw the link in so people can access it themselves.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
yeah, just
that's
to give y'all a taste of it.
Okay. All right.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Yes.
That's a little taste of it. Just a little taste of it, man. That was just fucking great. Dog.
Yes, it was.
That was great, man.
And thank you.
Thank you.
What you think of that mixer? What you
I'm
think of that,
enjoying it.
Caleb?
You know, I got a big kick out of it. It's so much. I'm gonna have to go there myself and take my time to go through all of it because there's so much to soak in such a short period of time. You know, and there was, you know, some little minor distractions.
Man.
Oh.
Man. Were they?
I was helping my man God through it.
Right. So, Doctor, do you have any like positions for like a host for the museum? Because he'd be perfect to walk people around and let them know the history. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
we talked about that. We talked about this is a virtual piece.
That'd be perfect for
Uh-oh. What we got? So we gotta talk about those crazy ass ingredients that you gave us about a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Do you remember those ingredients
I
you gave
do.
us?
I do.
What was those ingredients?
Jay's hot stuffed chips.
Okay.
One of them big ass pickles from the corner store.
That's straight from the text too. Just to let people know.
And some great Kool-Aid.
And some great Kool-Aid.
So I'm gonna bring Chef Sea Salt in because she cannot be defeated. When you guys throw this shit out, she comes with an answer every time.
But I want to make a quick note that this will be the first challenge that she has done where the person who picked the ingredients is going to taste it. So she's getting a clear out. This is the first outside opinion from us of did she execute the dish properly.
Right.
So this is going to be really, really fun. I'm excited. Very, very excited.
Okay.
I saw her making this in the intro. I'm like, man.
Yeah.
Here, one.
when you get a chance.
We're gonna figure this one out.
So, Chef C, so what you got? You gotta explain it to us. What's going on?
Okay, can they see it?
Some people probably missed the intro. So let's talk about it, baby girl.
Where's the camera to see the
Baby girl, let's talk about it.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna put this one there. Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna drop it first. Alright. So you see that there? Alright. So what we have is eggs Benedict, and English muffin is made out of the Jay's potato chips. So I soaked them in water and just to rehydrate them, and then I blended them up with some garlic, onion powder, garlic powder, and some black pepper. And then the grape Kool-Aid. Oh, okay. the grape Kool-Aid I turned into grape jelly.
Really?
Yeah, I turned into grape jelly. And then the hollandaise sauce is made with the term is confit, which means you're basically cooking it in fat. But the fat that I use is olive oil. So I put it in with some olive oil and some garlic and the pickles. And I cooked that. I cooked that down, and then I processed it and then blended it all up. I put some egg yolks, hot butter, and a little bit of the garlic pickle oil. And then I seasoned it with some black pepper. And that's what you got.
One thing though, can I have a fork, please?
Oh, you need fork?
Yes. Before we try this delicious 3 ingredients chef sea salt challenge. All right. Y'all ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm excited.
All right, so like, do we eat the deal with it or not?
Okay, so what I suggest is just to try the bread by itself first to see if you can taste the J's.
Okay.
And nobody's egg, I hope, is runny because I know y'all don't like runny eggs.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of a runny egg.
It's crispy.
Yeah. Hear that crunch. That's authentic though. I'm not sure.
Nooks and crannies.
Nooks and crannies, yep.
Drink this. Crazy.
Wow. That's crazy.
Like it?
That's good.
This is crazy.
This goes to show that black women straight up
This is insane.
can take the worst thing
And make something good with
it. Exactly.
Yeah, this. So now can we taste it all together?
Yeah,
Did y'all end up just tasting it all together anyway?
I'm not gonna lie.
Y'all don't listen.
I tried not to do anything.
Oh, I taste that Kool-Aid.
I tried not to do anything. I tried to go fancy,
You gonna be shocked.
but I had to do it like 2 and 3 times to get what I actually wanted.
That's
You put your
good.
foot in it.
That is delicious.
Oh,
That
this is amazing.
What's that sauce again?
The sauce
What
is what is it? It's confit, pickles, and garlic blended up with hot butter.
We're gonna call that kamfufu.
Can you say that again? With hot what? Hot butter.
I caught myself being funny, like, all right, I got you.
Didn't you? Now you over there shocked. Like, wait a minute.
Listen, y'all, the good doctor tried to test
Right.
the #1 chef in the game right now, Chef Sea Salt.
That's so good.
He said Jay's chips,
Hot stuff.
the hot stuff, Jay's chips. Then he said the big ass pickle from the corner store. We got that bitch from Glory. Then he had the nerve to say grape Kool-Aid, which is Ice-T's favorite drink, actually. He loves grape Kool-Aid.
Mm-hmm.
And we got this madness over here.
Incredible.
Oh, all that was just.
Oh my God.
You tried it, but she won.
Yeah.
You won.
She won.
Yeah.
Stand still.
And still the champ, all right?
Undefeated. Undisputed.
Mm-mm-mm.
I'm glad.
That was, and it goes great with my wine. Like, thanks. I appreciate that.
I did not expect
Hey,
that.
I just ate the egg finally.
The egg make it better. Like, it just
You gotta
bring it all
have with
together.
The muffin and the grape.
Yeah, like you got to get it all. That just
So you
completes
made
itself.
jelly out of the Kool-Aid.
Yes. So,
But that Kool-Aid taste with that jelly is incredible.
Yeah.
And then the tang and the
See,
sauce.
let me tell y'all
played
something about
that
Chef
for a
Sea
while.
Salt. It's something wrong with her brain. I'm telling you. Somebody gave this girl gummy bears, pesto, and
That was
chicken
one of my
wings.
favorite.
And she made chicken wings 2 ways. She made pesto chicken wings, and she made gummy bear pineapple orange chicken wings. Like
Sick.
But when I tell you that it tasted like the orange chicken from the Chinese store, I was like, how did you take the gummy bear and make it taste like that?
Yeah.
Oh, it was so delicious. Then she made Nutter Butter Chicken this one time.
That's their favorite one is the Nutter Butter Chicken.
Insane.
Somebody gave her Nutter Butters, marshmallow, and
grape jelly.
Concord grape jelly. And she took the Nutter Butter and made Nutter Butter Chicken with it. She used the marshmallow as like some type of cream sauce for some asparagus. And she used the grape jelly with bacon and it went on top of the Nutter Butter Chicken. And it was just like, who thought of this? How did you think of this? It's delicious.
Yeah. So where'd you go to school?
Well, I didn't go to like a culinary college or anything like that. I went to Go Lightly, which is now Dave Aerospace. Yeah. I went there for 11th and 12th grade in the high school year.
Yes, represent.
Yeah,
for sure.
Shout out to Chef Mac. Hey, Chef Mac.
Shout out to public schools.
Right? They be teachers.
For all the people that doubt it.
Yeah.
Speaking of public school, the good doctor used to be a teacher.
You stole my line. I wanted to say that.
Go ahead.
No, you said it already. So you used to teach at schools?
Yeah. Yep. I taught at Nolan Middle School. Taught the Detroit Job Corps.
Oh, the Job Corps.
As a matter of fact, going back into hip hop history a little bit, one of my students was B Flat.
Okay.
Yeah. MC. Nolan Middle School for 10 years. No, I'm sorry. Nolan Middle School for 3 years, and then the Detroit Lions Academy for 10 years.
Wow.
And as a teacher, my I used to bring proof. Yeah, proof used to go into my class, talk to my students quite a bit.
That's dope.
Yeah. All right. Man, important. It's important to bring that up, man. But I got to ask you a question now. With Detroit public schools, what is exactly going on? I'm so lost with it. Is it over? Are they closing them all? Like, what's your take on it, man?
You know what? Honestly, I am not connected to any of the politics of DPS. I left 10 years ago.
Okay.
And they look back. So,
yeah, that's what good.
No idea.
Yeah.
It's sad though because I miss my elementary school. I always thought I was gonna work there, and they tore it down. I used to go to Jane Cooper Elementary.
Shout out to Cooper.
Shout out to it. It was an elementary school, then they changed it to like a middle school, elementary/middle school, and then they tore it down. And now it's like this big factory. You can't even go down that street anymore. Like it's a big factory now. It's so sad because out of all my years of going to school, the only stuff that I use is what I learned at Detroit Public School. Everything else is like, I don't need this.
Okay, you got your roots there.
Yeah, so
Your favorite teacher is probably
I know all of them.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So I've been checking out this coin, and I knew I was going to see this penny desk here.
Penny
This
table.
This is dope. So I got a question for you all because I want to make a donation to the table. All right?
Okay.
So question: who was the only 2 black men on U.S. currency coins?
Okay.
There's 2 black men.
Go ahead, how many you got this?
No, I was getting ready to answer about the brother on the $2 bill, but
which wasn't the brother?
Champtown and Stevie
all-
Wonder.
It's all urban legend.
You do not have your own currency, sir.
No.
Come on, Keisha, you got it.
I've been misinformed.
Okay.
And these coins came out in the 40s. So think about the 40s and think about who possibly could have been on the coin in the 40s. That was that big.
Booker T?
Thank you.
Okay.
He's one of them.
Good job. We're so proud of you.
Let me think. Wheels are turning.
Harriet Tubman.
No.
Brian, she's
coming. He's coming though.
He's coming.
Kunta Kinte.
W.E. Bush.
Nah.
W.C. Handy.
Nope.
Oh.
Sciences.
Scientist.
Wait.
George Washington.
I was gonna say him, but I
Okay.
thought you said it. But you said
George Washington Carver.
You lost.
George Washington Carver.
Oh wow.
Booker T. Washington.
Whoa.
George Washington Carver.
And George Washington Carver and Booker T. Washington were on the same point.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I told y'all.
No, you didn't. You said Kunta Kinte. Shut up.
Man. Oh man.
So Keisha,
Yes,
sir.
You gotta find a spot on this table to put that Booker T. Washington.
It's gonna be in the area where you're sitting.
Yeah.
It's gonna be in the area
This
that
is-
From
you're
slave
sitting.
cabin to
Outside.
Hall of Fame.
That's
That is
dope.
dope.
I remember hearing about
I'm
Booker T,
cooking. That's why I'm at. Oh my
but
God.
did not know that they shared one together. Okay. Oh, I got it. Yeah, I remember hearing
Did you read the
about
back of
their
that one? You should read the back of that one. There's an opportunity.
Slave Cabin, the Hall of Fame, the Album Trust. Booker T. Washington birthplace memorial.
So where did you? How did you get your hands on something like this?
Those are U.S. currency. Like they existed. They were mass produced.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
That is. I've never.
So if you go to a coin store today, you might be able to find one.
Wow.
Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna put that shit on the table. That's crazy.
Wow.
This is you, man. I'm
Yeah, that's dope. That's
We
super
appreciate
dope.
that. Man.
Thank you so
That's
much.
straight up love, dog.
No one
That's
ever
straight
brings
up
us
love.
gifts.
Right.
in search of now.
Except Math. Math brought us gifts.
Mm-hmm.
He was the first person to bring us gifts to the Itiszzz. He brought some coffee.
Where is Math?
Yep, that'd be a great start right there.
Yeah.
Popping.
The doctor was here.
Mm-hmm.
The doctor was here.
With gifts.
Hey man, we got that catfish frying up in here.
I smell it.
Let's talk about these books, man.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, man. It's on you,
Oh.
man. What's up with these books, man?
2 books here. One, well,
That's your camera right there.
all right. So the first
Call
book,
this one.
Ruminations.
That's right.
All right, inspirational quotes and photography for your soul by Dr. Khalid and El-Hasim.
That's about him.
So one of the things
He
I've
made
been
that
doing-
book. He made that book.
So one of the things I've been doing in my downtime because of Corona is it's giving me some time to sit and reflect. And as I've traveled around the country and the world, and as a matter of fact, I picked up a camera early on because of my travels with proof. A friend of mine gave me a camera. He's like, you're gonna be traveling, doing all this traveling. You should have a camera
Memories,
and document stuff. So as I traveled and started taking pictures, people were like, yo, your pictures look kind of good. You should, think about becoming a photographer. So I was like, yeah, maybe. But this, after going to 40 states and 3 or 4 countries, I just put together this book. And then also in the downtime, I was reading quotes by Rumi, the Persian poet,
right,
and scholar. So I was reading his work and reflecting on it. And I started getting images of my photography with his quotes.
To match to the quote.
Yeah.
This is a great book.
It really, I looked through it. I
put it
together.
together during Corona time, and it's really got me through a lot of this, stress and madness that we're in right now. So I put that out, and then my really favorite book right now is Khalid and Khalila's ABCs of Black History.
That's you and your daughter.
That's
so
me and my
cute.
daughter.
How dope is that?
So
How dope
my
is that?
daughter, she'll be 10 in a couple weeks.
How dope is that? That's dope. That's
So
dope.
imagine having youngsters, especially a daughter with a father who does the work that I do,
Right.
trying to convince her that history is cool because daddies ain't cool, right?
Right.
So trying to convince her that history is cool. So I thought about that, and I was like, well, maybe if I put her in the center of
Right.
history, then maybe she'll think about history in a different way. And even as a teacher, you know what I'm saying? Putting ourselves
Right,
our
yeah.
students in the middle of history. And so I put together this A through Z book of profiling our history. And because we're
That's
straight
dope.
right now.
You gotta hit him with why. You gotta hit him with why. Why? Who is why?
Coleman A. Young.
Okay.
Would be why. You know what I'm saying? So
all right. Detroit is ran by A. Wall and Coleman Young.
So yeah, man, Khalid and Khalila's ABCs of Black History on sale now. You go to blackhistorymobilemuseum.com, check out our store. Okay, it's available.
Tell him that again, slow. Put it in slow-mo.
blackhistorymobilemuseum.com. blackhistorymobilemuseum.com. And I bought a copy of the book for everybody here on the show.
Yes, he did.
So,
Thank you.
got copies of it.
Yes.
I would like to have mine signed, please.
I got my copy.
Thank
my
you.
copy.
Dopeness.
Doing some great work, Dr. Kelly.
Yeah, man. Thank you all for the invitation to be here with y'all today.
Oh man, anytime, man. Anytime. So this museum is mobile.
It's mobile.
How many years you been doing it? And tell me some of the greatest spots you've been in.
So I've been collecting for 30 years this year. This is my 30th anniversary.
Wow.
1991, Ferris State University.
Okay.
Started collecting when I was on campus. As a matter of fact.
So you always had the vision to do this?
Not a mobile museum, no.
Okay.
Or it was just collecting at first.
Okay.
It just collected for myself.
Okay.
I had just taken the class with David Pilgrim, who was a sociologist, and he used to bring in a different artifact every week to have us talk about the origins of race in America.
Okay.
And looking at stereotypes and representations of black folks and just everyday type of items. So I was on spring break, traveling from the north to the south. We were going to Daytona Beach.
Okay.
And me and my friends were on I-75 going through Tennessee.
Okay.
Walked into a gas station and just saw aisles and aisles of some of the most racist shit you ever seen.
What?
Wow. Sales. So I ended up picking my very first piece there, and then the collection just grew from that day.
Like, give me some examples of what you've seen.
So on that day, it was just like figurines of like mammies, picking any caricatures. You know, it's my first time in the South too. So you hear about the South coming from the North, but if you've never had that experience, you know, you seeing Confederate flags everywhere you go, you know, that type of stuff. So, you know, it just had a huge impact on me. And then I was relating that stuff back to what I saw in Dr. Pilgrim's class. And I was like, yo, this stuff is still being produced. So I picked it up, you know, picked that piece up, and then just started building from there. You know what I'm saying? So it just grew from there. But it was 1995, October 16th, Washington, D.C. Minister Farrakhan called a million black men to D.C. And me and some friends went down to D.C. And when I came back from that experience, that private collection became a public collection. And I started taking it around to different grassroots organizations in Detroit. And just started, and come to find out, Dr. Charles Wright was doing the same thing. You know, he had artifacts, and he had a trailer, and he was taking things around the city in 1966, 67.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, there was another museum before they built the one on Warren.
Yes.
I remember it. I think it was like off the boulevard.
Exactly. That
small.
Yes. That was his museum.
Yes. I wanted to confirm it because I was going to ask about it. But
That's it. Yeah. So that's where all of us got our first experience with the museum.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. You met the Minister Farrakhan recently.
I met him a couple times, but I met him because of a relationship I have with this cat by the name of Chat Time.
Oh wow! Did he really?
Oh, I don't know him. You have to tell me about him later.
Chat Town be bringing people together, man. Chat Town be bringing people together, dog.
Well connected.
Yeah.
But it was several times I wanted to meet the minister, and I had the opportunity. I forgot. It's probably about 3 or 4 years ago now.
Yeah.
I guess you got a call.
And
you knew my background in Islam. My background in Black history. And you thought that would be a good connection.
Oh yeah.
So you made that happen, brother. So I appreciate you and thank you for that.
Yeah, that's
but you know, Champ has been behind a bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Really?
Champ is behind everything.
Don't say everything.
Everything. But you know, one of the biggest things, and one of the things I thank Champ for a lot is when Proof passed away, and QD3 wanted to do a profile on Proof for his beef episode, and it was right around the time that Proof and Champ, was beefing or whatever, and they started to get things back together again, but the public perception of Champ and Proof was still rocky, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so Champ recognized that, and he was like, "Yo, how can I make this happen? Because I know it's gonna be a good thing for Proof and a good thing for the community." And Proof was like, "Well, let me hook up with Khalid," and he passed the ball over to me with QD3, and we made it happen.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, but that was a beautiful documentary, man, and that wouldn't have happened without Champ Town.
That's love, man.
Before, yeah.
That's love, man. A lot of people don't know what's what, and that's cool. You get props and you hear that coming from the doctor, especially. But you know, it's all about that love, man. I mean, I've been blessed, you know, to be mentored by like Ice-T and Chuck D and the artist formerly known as Prince. You know, to have mentors like that inside of your life, you have no choice but to do the right thing and pass it along to good people that deserve that love. And you are definitely a good cat that deserve that.
You remember the first time we met?
Was we at the Palace at Arvin Hills? Was that the first time? Nope. But hit me with it.
First time we met, I forgot what concert it was, but it was a Public Enemy show. And you had Professor Griff in your hotel room.
Yeah, that was the first time.
That was the first time I met you.
Public Enemy at Shane Park. So the next time I saw you was at the Palace. At the Palace. Oh, I thought that was first. Okay.
No, it was with Griff.
Okay. Yeah.
Which was funny because I knew you from Buck Proof. I knew you. That's all I knew about Champ. You know what I'm saying? Was that mixtape. But honestly, that mixtape was the funniest shit I ever heard in my life. It was. I mean, and I let Proof know that. Proof knew how I felt about it. You know what I'm saying? That shit was hilarious. In terms of the history of this album, I hold that up high, like top 3, easy. So here's some more for the ego.
Man, what? I can't just.
You know, when I met you backstage there, it seemed like it was about to go ugly. Because I remember Proof was with Tretch and Ben Rock. He was actually with Ben Rock from Naughty by Nature.
Right.
And I think you was right there. Was you right there?
I was there.
And I asked Proof, are we keeping this on wax? Where we going with this? What we doing? What we doing? And Proof said it was staying on wax, but later on it seemed like things was about to turn a little different. But the beautiful thing about everything is before Proof passed away, Keisha, myself, and Speedball Bobby Kid Rock was at the State Theater. And Kid Rock ran up on Proof Keisha ran up on Proof like, yo, what the fuck is you doing?
Chef Keisha?
But see, we were super. People don't know how tight me and Proof was. I mean, his mama know. You know what I'm saying? Proof know. A lot of people don't know how tight me and Proof was. Eminem and Proof were like my main students in hip hop. People don't know that. And you know, Keisha like set Proof down. Like, what the fuck is going on? And we were able to squash that. So for those who don't know, yeah, you may have heard the diss record, whatever. Me and Proof was cool when he passed away. For those who don't know, and those who want to keep going and keeping up bullshit, we was good.
But really, they would know that if they watched the documentary because Proof mother gave you an interview.
That's correct.
So you know, ain't no mama gonna go against their son. So they should. If they watched the documentary, they would know that she blessed you with an interview before she passed away.
Yeah.
In history, it's there.
Yeah.
The untold story of Detroit hip hop streaming now
on AmazonPrime.com. Thank you.
Some deep history, Khalid, man. He was a part of that. So you know how close me and Proof was. And you know, you probably even know how Proof really felt about me during that time too as well.
Well, I know one thing, he never responded to that mixtape. I know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. You know, it's life, man. Life has an interesting way of bringing people together. Yeah, so and you know, because we wouldn't have been together.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be here sitting with you if it wasn't for my relationship with Proof.
That's real talk. Yeah. We all here getting down with some of this. Get down,
and the fact that we can still mention his name 15 years later in love and respect. That says a lot about what he meant to all of us. So.
Shout out to Big Proof. Shout out to Pepper. Proof mother. Me and her always had a crazy tight relationship. You know, shout out to Proof moms and Proof, man. They are definitely missed. So, man, let's talk about Iron Fist. You get in contact with some of the MCs over there? Who you still kicking it with? What's going
The
on?
only
with those
person
guys,
Iron Fist
man?
I talk to on a consistent basis, well, two people. The Super MC, shout out to my man Super MC.
How's he doing, man?
He's doing better, man. You know that he's got a long road, man. But last time I talked to him, it's been probably about 2 or 3. No, it's probably about 3 weeks. As a matter of fact, he came virtually and did we showed 8 Mile up at the college up at Saginaw Valley.
The day before I came, right? A couple days, or a week before or something?
No, this year.
This year. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
okay.
so he and Miss Corona introduced 8 Mile and did a talk. Well, yeah, he's doing good, man. But he still has a long road to recovery, man. But
shout out to Miss Corona. She had the coldest name during the pandemic. The coldest name in hip hop history during the pandemic. Miss Corona. Shout out to you, lady.
Yeah. So yeah, but my man is our firstborn. You know what I'm saying? The president of Iron Fist.
Yeah, cool cat. You introduced me to firstborn.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
my man.
yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, so those are main two that I keep in contact with. But the other brothers are still friends, man. Those are my brothers for life.
Yeah,
so, yeah. Proof was good for bringing different folks from different backgrounds together. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that was what he was known for.
So if our backgrounds pass, our paths cross, it was for life. You know what I'm saying?
So this is the plate.
Oh, that is.
Look at that.
At the doctor request, he said, "I want some macaroni and cheese, some greens, and some catfish."
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, he did. That's what he said.
Doctor's orders. Catfish.
Here, I'll take it. I'll set it right here.
Thank you. Can you?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
This is about to get down and dirty. Y'all about to get the itis real quick. You feel me?
About to get the itis.
About to get the itis. Nope.
Oh, man.
That's not mine. And I think you
I
gave
have a
him my plate.
child-sized portion of macaroni and cheese.
I thought you.
No, that's what I
That's what
wanted.
you want.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I
Kayla
thought.
was looking at it like.
But I knew that wasn't mine. But I think you gave Brian.
No, because I put fish on there, and you don't eat fish.
Hold up, y'all. I got something for y'all to check out right quick. No, we don't.
Yeah, that's true.
I want to show y'all this trap sauce. Hold it up, Keisha. Hold up the trap sauce.
Say please.
Please, Keisha. Please, Keisha. Let them see the trap sauce. That is some of the best barbecue sauce you can taste. We're going to let Dr. Khalid taste
trying
this.
Who got that? Where's that from?
It's actually from Arizona. My man checking traps. MC out of AZ checking traps. He make his own barbecue sauce. But we wanted to have it live here.
See, we have this.
That's what I was just about to ask the question.
You can't have stuff on the trap sauce, dog.
Oh wait, let me make sure it's open.
Sauce. It's the best. It's the best barbecue sauce out here.
It's true.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see what the doctor think of this food.
Hello, would you like some?
Yes, please. Okay. I'm allergic
to fish. Yeah, so I couldn't give her that plate.
No, it's
macaroni and cheese is like my mama's. Delicious.
Chicken.
Serious.
Mac and cheese like the mama's, huh?
You don't get that every day.
No.
Delicious.
This catfish like my mama.
Uh-oh.
Look at you cooking like people mama.
Right.
Mama.
That's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is the sound.
This is good.
No, the chewing and the ain't nobody like spitting nothing out.
I'm sorry to interrupt. But that guy Cartier said,
he
said make sure we give Champ the child size portion.
Then I won't be able to live here.
Oh yeah,
macaroni and catfish.
T-Bone is here. He says
T-Bone Jones. Bone Jones, egomaniac.
And Nikki is here.
What?
Yes, yes.
Hi, Nikki.
Okay,
So
the
shout out
green.
to this trap sauce. It's good.
Trap sauce.
Shout out to the trap sauce.
So, man,
Don't bite your fingertip off.
I wanted to play the commercial, but it's tripping. So tell me what you think of that trap sauce. I need a detailed description.
No, you're not gonna go there first.
What's up?
What you think about that catfish? With the,
wanna
with
know
the
about
trap
the trap
sauce.
sauce, though.
Look, with the trap sauce.
With the trap sauce. The catfish is fresh. You can tell. It's crunchy.
No, you don't want a fish.
How quality?
Don't
With
lie.
his own hands.
No.
No. If the guy at the seafood counter threw it to him, he caught it with his own hand.
No, this is good. And with this trap sauce. Come on.
Trap sauce hitting in New York.
Delicious.
And Miami. And Detroit.
It's hitting everywhere. I'm putting everybody on the trap sauce. Trap sauce is delicious. You should have it on deck at all times.
Period.
For
And we gonna
different
have my man checking traps live on the Itiszzz soon, and he gonna break down the whole history of this wonderful ass barbecue sauce he created.
we gonna need that.
Called the trap sauce. He'll be on here very soon. Next couple of weeks, you're gonna get to kick it with checking traps as he talk to you about the lovely trap sauce, maybe.
More juice. Khalid, doctor.
No, I'm good.
Okay. More juice, I mean.
Sure, why not?
The food is incredible.
Thank you.
You said you wanted some soul food.
I did, man.
You picked the right day for some soul food, I think. Oh, thank you so much.
Yes, sir. You want some more juice?
More trap sauce?
Thank you.
This is your napkin.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is it's sweet, it's tangy, it's kind of spicy.
There's something different. Trap sauce.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. And those are veggie, like all the way around, veggie greens.
You can't tell.
I was gonna say you cannot tell.
Very well seasoned. Let's talk about, you got the doctor in front of your name. Now, I remember kicking it with you before you was going to take these courses, and you told me, I'm about to go for the doctors, bro. Tell me, how difficult
Bless
is it
you.
in politics involved with you completely to get your degree in the doctor field?
This is some chicken.
So my doctorate is in curriculum and instruction.
Okay.
So I write curriculum, expert in instruction and delivery of content.
Okay.
I got my PhD from the University of Illinois.
Okay.
Champaign-Urbana, which is one of the top schools in the world.
Mm.
I did not know at the time going to that school that it was a research one-based school. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
But I thought, you know, at the point that I decided to go get a PhD, I was just like, yo, I'm gonna get a PhD. You know what I'm saying? And I had one of my mentors tell me, like, you know, when you go get a PhD, it's not like just going to get a PhD. You know, you have to do some research. And actually, I wanted to stay at the college I was at. I was going to Western. That's where I got my master's from. And then I had somebody pull my coattail, like, nah, just, you know, fine, no, don't get your PhD from the same place you got your master's. Go above and beyond. So somebody told me about Illinois. I applied, got accepted, and once I got to campus, it was on and popping. I'm talking about the reading and writing requirements. Incredible.
Really?
I'm talking
extensive, huh?
You read on average about 500 pages a week.
Wow.
Yeah. So you know
That's a thick book every week.
And you writing 15 pages, you know, 15, 20 pages. Well, on average, about 5 to 10 pages a week. And then like your final papers are like 25 to 30 pages per class. So yeah, it's no joke. But it's something that we all have access to though.
You say you stay on campus?
Yeah, I stayed on campus, yeah. But I think one of the biggest things I learned though is that they got a lot of us food that we don't have access to stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you know, it's just there for anybody who wants to go get it.
Really? No,
It really
like huge fees and book costs and.
I had, when you get to the PhD level, most people get their PhDs paid for.
Really?
Yeah. So I didn't pay for my PhD.
Wow, you earned it.
I earned it, yeah, but
with brain equity.
Yeah, but I didn't pay for it.
Right.
But you get fellowships or you get a teaching assistant job that pays for the tuition.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if I out of my pocket, no more than $5,000.
Wow.
But tuition is about $25,000-$30,000 a year.
That's just cool, right?
But shouldn't knowledge be free? I never understood that. Knowledge should be like going to the library, getting a library card, and accessing the information. Like, why? I never understood it.
I agree. But isn't it interesting that once you get to a certain level,
you don't even have to pay for it.
You don't have to pay for it. Yeah.
You don't even have to pay for it. It's just like pick and choose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it's that bachelor's and that master's degree that gets you.
They get you. Wow.
People walk away with tens of thousands of dollars a day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you get caught up.
Mm-hmm.
And they stay in school, so they don't have to pay for it. Keep going.
They just keep this is all in school all your life.
Right. Yeah. So, I took how many years off? 15 years off before I went back to school to get my master's degree. Yeah.
15 years off, huh? Wow.
I didn't go back to school until I was 40.
Wow.
Yeah, I just turned 50.
You 40? You 50? Wow. You look good. He like one of them black don't crack. You should be on the cover or right next to it.
Eating, you know what I'm saying?
Hey man,
I think the big thing was
she hates this.
No alcohol.
No alcohol.
Hey, why you say that like that, Herman?
Hey, a lot of folks, I want to give a shout out to all the teachers out there. You know what I'm saying? Teaching is a great gift. It's a fun thing to do. Ego meter about to jump off because, I was a professor at a recording college out in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And I actually created a scholarship program. And, I teamed up with T.I., Sammy Hagar, Boys to Men. And we actually sent kids to school for free on a scholarship that they paid for. So, I always got a soft spot for the schools. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, I'm going to tell you something about the school I was teaching at. YouTube had just came out. The whole wave that's going on now was happening when I was teaching. And to see it all come to life right now, it's amazing. So, I got crazy love for teaching. I got crazy love for the students. Shout out to all my students at the Institute of Production and Recording. I guarantee you a few of them on here watching this right now because, we had a great time there, man. We learned from each other. I learned from the students. Students learn from me. Even exchange, man. And I mean, what you got over here? I know you got some more good.
Man, yeah, I got. Before I leave, I gotta share some stuff with y'all.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put this in your hand. For the viewing audience, I want you to read who that's autographed by at the bottom.
Wow. This is autographed by this document I have in my hand right here. It's autographed by Harry Belafonte, Jackie Robinson, and the great Sidney Poitier.
All right. Now, I'm about to tell you why that document is so important.
Okay.
And I want to ask you all, what's the connection between those three men and Barack Obama? It's a deep historical connection between those three men and Barack Obama.
Historical connection?
Mm-hmm.
They all broke color barriers.
That's one thing.
Are they all from? No,
smart.
they not all from the same place. They were. Well, I was gonna say they were all first.
They all first, yeah. Read what's at the top of that. the organization at the very top?
Got me chewing a piece of good ass chicken. The African American Student Foundation Incorporated.
Okay.
And what year was that?
Wow. 1959.
All right.
February 10th.
Make the connection
November.
right here. These three men used their financial resources, invested into this organization. They used their celebrity status to pour resources to this organization.
Okay.
1959, they raised money to bring African students to America for college.
Really?
Okay. So that's
Wow.
I got you. Okay.
If it wasn't for those three men, they bought 1959. They bought 81 students to America. One of those 81 students was who?
Barack Obama.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Imagine that invested
That
in
didn't
education,
happen.
and you didn't know. I mean, you couldn't plan that.
Yeah, you can't.
I
I
can't
mean,
plan that.
That's crazy.
wow. Wow.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Look, in my hands.
Beyond dope.
Yeah, you give us the background on that one because you was there.
Oh yeah, I was definitely at the Jamatron, the street festival when Curtis Blow headline, UTFO, yo, EMD. Yeah, what's up, man? That was that girl they called Roxanne. You know, Lisa was on the bill, but Renee and Angela, the Force MDs, Grouchy Greg, I know you're gonna hate this because they diss your city, Delaware. Rockmaster Scott in the Dramatic 3, they was there. The roof was on fire in Joe Louis Arena. I know you do not like that group because they diss Delaware. And the real Roxanne, she was in the building. This is definitely hip hop history. What was this? Joe Louis, August the 3rd, 8 p.m. Definitely history, man, right here. This had to be what about? I would say this is like what, 85-ish?
Sounds right.
Oh, 85-ish? Jamatron. This was a dope tour right here. Jamatron was in this bitch. Yeah, Curtis Blow headline.
Street festival.
All right. But I wish you had the Fresh Fest, man. I need that Fresh Fest poster with that guy doing that front flip. That Swatch Watch Fresh Festival, baby. You would get it.
That's a classic.
We gotta find it for you.
Yeah.
We gotta find it for you, man.
But yeah, man. So for the past 30 years, man, I've acquired over 10,000 artifacts.
10,000.
10,000 things that date from slavery to hip hop culture.
So to wrap
all
up,
original, all original.
So to wrap up, man, what do you want to tell the people out here about your mobile museum? Things gonna be opening up soon. Give them a rundown of how you feel.
Right now, man, I'm torn. I'm doing things virtually. I'm doing things in person as well. I'm taking off tomorrow to Oklahoma State University.
Oh yeah,
I'll be there for a couple days.
Starting tomorrow, you'll be there.
Tomorrow, yeah, I'm taking off tomorrow morning.
Okay.
And well, yeah, just check me out. BlackHistoryMobileMuseum.com. 313-645-4197. 313-645-4197. Pick up Khalid and Khalila's ABCs of Black History. I'm really pushing the children's book right now. And we'll be taking the children's book on tour, doing book signings. As well, we have an exhibit that goes along with the children's book as well. So we'll be going to libraries, elementary schools, and that type of thing for the next year. So,
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, man, and you know you always welcome to come back here because I'm sure you're gonna be coming back
absolutely.
here because things gonna be unraveling.
You won't be able to get rid of me now.
So I mean, what's the rate on that Keisha plate right here?
Man, I'm trying to move in, bro.
I
got room.
Yeah, we figured that out. It's off the hook like that,
Yeah,
huh?
it's good, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man, that food cooked with love is something else. Anything you gotta say?
You can taste the love in it for sure.
Oh, you chewing shit.
Yeah, that's how you feel. I feel you. All of that.
I don't want to be rude. What I have to say is I learned a lot. And every time I'm around you, I learn a lot. I thank you for coming. I'm happy you like the food. You have an open invitation. And I hope y'all learned something. And I love you. And I love you. And I love you. And you. Yeah. I don't have nothing else to say.
All right. Closing words, Mixer? KK? That's it. It's always a pleasure, man. I learned a lot too. I mean, I had no idea about the, I knew the OneCoin. I mean, because, I try to stay kind of up on things, man. But, you can never know everything. And it's always good to just kind of immerse yourself in something where you can get that kind of knowledge. That's why if those that haven't checked out the museum, check it out. Whenever you can, go online, pick up the books. Yeah.
It's nothing like seeing it live, though. You gotta get out there when he rolled that mobile museum in your town, though. It's nothing like seeing it live. I mean, what's your take on Chef Seesaw when she did your potato chips, your big ass pickle, and your great Kool-Aid?
Man, I thought I had her. I went back to Nolan Middle. I went back to Bobby in middle school. I'm like, oh wow, Jay's hot. And I was like,
you just knew she wasn't gonna make that.
I was like, I got it. But then I thought this Women's History Month. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, black women. They gonna put their foot in. They gonna make something out of nothing at all.
Yeah.
But that's the genius of black women, though.
Yes.
So, yeah. Thank you so much. It was delicious. I'll be calling you.
And we want to thank everyone who tuned into the Itiszzz. And we'll be back next week with a special round table that we won't be discussing until you see the flyer online in the middle of the week next week. But until then, thank you for coming. Keisha, thank you for cooking. The good doctor, thank you for coming in, dropping knowledge, man.
Yes.
And the Itiszzz is the place where we eat good, we drink good, and we talk shit.
But
and
don't forget.
What's up, Kate?
Don't forget to check out Wax.
Wax, Tax, and Dre.
Monday,
Wednesday,
and Booty Music Friday.
The great Wax, Tax, and Dre. You do not forget to check him out on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Mixcloud,
Twitch, and check him out on TikTok, Wax Tax and Dre, and do that Wax Tax and Dre challenge.
It's your chance now challenge.
It's your chance. Dance. Shout out to the great Wax Tax and Dre. And you know what we do around here. The OG Iced Tea. Every episode, the OG gets the last word here.
Hey, yo, what's up? It's Ice-T on the set, SVU, out here on location. I want you to do something for me. I want you to eat good. I want you to drink good. And I want you to keep talking shit. All right? Champ, my people. For real, for real.